Hey everybody, this is Eric Warren. Welcome to NetworkMarketingPro.com. I just got back from Chicago, Illinois, and on my flight down there, I sat next to a gentleman who was a high-level executive inside of a grocery store chain company. Very well-known company. I'm not going to name the name. But we had this fascinating conversation about the economy and the fascinating conversation about what he sees going on, because he sees the kind of groceries people that buy. He kind of sees this minute by minute what's going on with the economy and how it's changing. I learned so much about this because one of the people who bought my old house, a gentleman that bought my old house, was the chief information officer for this company. And very high level corporate executive guy. And I said, hey, how's he doing? He said, oh, you didn't hear? I said, no, I haven't heard. He said, well, he passed away 3 months ago. He had a brain tumor and bang, he was gone. The lesson from there is life is short, ladies and gentlemen. If you're doing something you don't want to be doing and you're living a life you don't want to live, life is short. You just never know. He was a young man and bang, that he was gone. So I was sorry and sad to hear that. But we went on to talk about the economy. We went on to talk about what was going on inside of the workplace. And a couple fascinating things came out of the conversation. The first, I said, how has the economy affected your business here? He said, oh, it's way down. He said, but it's starting to creep up a little bit. I said, well, let me ask you this. How long is it going to take before we get back to where we were 3 years ago with the economy? He said, oh, 10 years minimum. At least 10 years. He said, if you think this is just coming down and back up, you're sorely mistaken. He said, but the good news is all of the companies, including our companies, are so lean now because we laid everybody off and we're really super efficient. When the economy comes back, it's all pure profit. I said, you're not just going to hire everybody back? He said, no, no, no. When the economy comes back, we're not hiring anybody again. We're just going to take the money. So the bounce back in the economy, if you're waiting for the bounce back to happen because it's going to change jobs, don't. Because it's only going to change the profits of the companies as they reap the benefits of the increase in the economy. They're not bringing people back. They're finding ways to be more efficient without people. So, kind of an interesting thought. The other thing that I found incredibly amazing was, I said, what's the biggest thing that you've seen inside of employment, inside of the workplace, specifically inside of your company? He said, one of the most fascinating things. He said, longevity and loyalty from employees is now viewed as a negative thing. I said, what? What do you mean? It's a negative thing. Loyalty and longevity, seniority, someone being with your company a long time? He said, yes, here's why it's viewed as a negative thing in every corner of the corporate world. One, they're the most expensive because they've been getting little raises for many, many, many years doing the same work. They're the most expensive. Two, they're not bringing any new ideas, and the old ideas are just not cutting it anymore. They're not bringing any fresh ideas into the workplace. I said, wow, talk about an about face. Not only is the loyalty not there both ways between the corporation and the worker, but it's the more loyal you are, the more negative it is. I couldn't believe it. I was just shocked by that. And I guess I've known it to be true, but wow, to hear a top-level executive, a very top-level executive, Fortune 100 company, say this was fascinating to me. And then I asked him, so how long have you been with the company? And he looks at me and he says, 26 years. I went, oh boy. He said, I know, I've got a target on my back. And I said, you know what? Listen, I know you got a target on your back. I know that you need to have an exit strategy. If I had an exit strategy and it was all included on a DVD right here, would you take a look at it? And long story short, he is now a prospect and he's taken a serious look at my business. So anyway, it's a changing world out there, ladies and gentlemen. We have a better way. People are looking for an exit strategy on every level. No matter what they say, they're looking for an exit strategy. No matter what the resistance that they're giving you, they're looking for an exit strategy. We have a better way. We have the best way there is to create a future without being dependent on somebody else and without being dependent on the economy. Now we have to just go tell the world. So my wish for you, ladies and gentlemen, is that you decide to become a network marketing professional. You decide to go pro. It is a stone cold fact that we have a better way. Ladies and gentlemen, let's tell the world this weekend what that better way is. Hope you have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you Monday. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.